Hello everybody, time to watch and rate some really scary videos together. I hope so at least. Let's see what we're working with today. And now, let's buckle up and stay frosty. Before we jump in, please make sure to leave a like and maybe comment on the video to help it get a boost from YouTube. Let's dive straight in. Now, we start with the case of Win MC Pigs, who is living in a pretty haunted home himself, if you remember this case at all.
Damn it. Who are you? Get the... Jeez. Who are you? I'm not gonna hurt you.
He and his family are kinda getting plagued by a shadow being. Nobody really knows where it's coming from, but it is a pretty intriguing case I find, and this is one of the latest entries into his homely haunting, I would say. Let's take a look.
Excuse me. Are you back there again?
No. This is very common for him that the activity starts in the kitchen and then moves around the whole house.
This has become its favorite spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there he is. Okay, that's enough water, please. Okay. Everyone can see you in their reflection, bud.
Yes, there's the shadow you see to move in front.
Everyone can see you in their reflection. And it's gone.
Wow, there's a little slip hanging. Maybe his wife's.
Okay.
You can't say.
I know he's not in here, but I just want anyone who's watching to see. This is too small.
Is it like a plump
But just like it's not.
garbage can?
I just wanted you to see. The cabinets are knocking again. I'm leaving.
Did we just hear the voice, or was this a cupboard creaking?
That's enough for today.
I wonder if you heard that at the time. Did you guys hear that? Let's take a look at that
Everyone
again.
can see you in their reflection, bud.
There is definitely a person walking in front of the refrigerator. We have no idea where it comes from since there's no window.
Everyone can see you in their reflection.
I mean, there is a window, but it's not like that it could come from there. You know what I mean?
It's gone.
It just drizzled away, that thing.
I know he's not in here.
So now let's listen again for those noises. It sounds pretty demonic
Just want
to me.
anyone who's watching to see. This is too small.
I thought this was one of those Dixie toilets, but why would he crap in the laundry room?
But just like it's not. I just wanted you to see. The cabinets are knocking again. I'm leaving.
See, it's like the it once more. Yep, there it was. It's like that present is responding to him.
Again. I'm leaving.
Yep. See, and now this entity is laughing at him.
That's enough for today.
Maybe it's having fun, enjoying that he cannot find the reason for it. That's what happened in the past as well. Now, this was recorded later in the day as far as I understand, and the activity of course did not stop. It actually might have moved into another room. Let's take a look.
Light suddenly turns on as he edits the video right before walking in the room with the beer fridge. Look to the left, he edited it. Okay guys, I want to address this comment because it's been made a few times. Obviously it's daylight, but this is a very dark corner of my home.
So he's basically debunking a debunker.
And at night it gets even worse. That's my garage door, so when you come in, hands are full. It's pretty dark, you need a little extra help, and oh, there it is, the light that suddenly turns on.
So we basically did not learn anything out of this video other than he is advertising his night lights. So let's take another look at the latest entry now. I think this also might be stemming from the same weekend. And let's see what else he has to tell us.
Okay, I'm home alone, trying to get some work done. I'm just gonna leave this here so you guys can see what's happening.
So yeah, he seems to have a computer job.
No, this is a great time to be doing this. I'm not busy at all. This is a great distraction. Thank you.
So some people might say this might be a breeze, right? There's nothing going on.
Stop touching it. Let me work, please.
And we hear the knocks too. happens a lot in his home.
Alright. Dude, I know you're back there.
You see the shadow reflection? Very clear here. Just me. Look at that. There is a shadow walking by. Look in the glass.
I know you're back there.
He is standing and then walking past.
Would you please leave my door alone?
He didn't even see it.
I don't care what you do or where you're going, just leave the door alone.
Now, of course, it can't. Look, and then we see it standing again, once again, in the glass, right here. You see the reflection of a shadow entity.
I'm begging you. I'm gonna take the door off your hinges if you don't leave it alone. There's nothing here. It's my front door. It's my hall.
There's the knocking once more. And this is where the video ends. It does not have a designated ending. That's too bad. So, yes, it seems to have been his latest video. Now, I think that there is certainly something living in his home. What it exactly is, we cannot say. Many people think it's editing. Some do say there is an actual shadow boy living in his house. While we cannot certainly prove if it's one thing or the other, I still think that is a pretty entertaining case. 7 skulls out of 10 for tonight. I think it has a lot of potential if you've seen the whole story unfold. Let's see what the next clip holds. Now to our next case, which was documented by Breakman, and they show us a mother who was supposedly documenting her daughter because she noticed that the little one was talking with nobody at different times and that she was apparently seeing people in their house even though nobody else was there.
En TikTok existen miles de cuentas, pero pocas logran atrapar a la audiencia como lo hace Soy Gaby91. Detrás de ella está Gaby Martínez, una joven madre que comparte con sus seguidores momentos de su día junto a su esposo y su pequeña hija Regina. Todo parecía normal, hasta que entre los videos comenzaron a surgir señales inquietantes. Desde que Regina era solo un bebé, algo en su comportamiento comenzó a despertar sospechas.
So her behavior seemed off at the time.
Dijo, vamos a dormirnos.
What's that voice?
China. Vamos a dormirnos. Regina.
Ooh, that voice is creepy alone. I would crap my pants too if I were a kid and look around.
Regina.
Ay, ay,
Vamos
ay.
a dormir.
Well,
Regina.
I mean, the kid is looking around, right? But what is so suspicious about it? Looks like a normal baby. I've seen many babies.
No.
She's interacting with her mother.
Aquella desconcertante e inusual mirada hacia atrás fue el primer indicio de que algo no
This is just a normal thing babies do, I would say. I would not be too concerned about this.
encajaba del todo. Con el paso del tiempo, lo que parecía una simple curiosidad infantil se transformó en una pesadilla creciente.
Growing nightmare. Oh, there was a shadow.
Todo el tiempo nos
Look at that. Perfectly squeezing through the closet.
intentaba enseñar.
Here. A closet like. This is one of those fast shadows too, which makes me believe that there might be something paranormal involved because it's pretty cookie cutter for those kind of sightings. Look again, look how it just passes through. So, you can tell me what you want, guys, but there is something going on. What exactly, I can't tell.
Aquí con la carita que puso fue suficiente.
And there's another shadow.
En varios registros se puede ver cómo la niña queda inmóvil, observando fijamente rincones vacíos de la casa. Su madre, sin entender,
Look right here. I think this is the mother recording her little kid, and then this thing just passes by.
continúa grabando mientras la cámara deja entrever
Yeah,
que
and the kid is looking at it, certainly
tal vez
terrified.
no todo está tan vacío como parece. Los seguidores comenzaron a reaccionar, convencidos de que algo más
Slowly walking through, and the kid is seeing it. That's pretty concerning.
parece. Los
And now it's midday, and she's seeing something in the hallway, I suppose.
Para la gente que me dice que es en el día, que se asusta ella siempre apunta ahí.
Contexto para los que no saben, ella hace eso desde que era bebé.
Absolutamente nada, no hay nada. Esta es la mochila, siempre
Alright, just pointing at something that is not there.
todo tirado. Es de día, son las 4. ¿Estás bien? No pasa nada, mi reina, no hay nada aquí, ¿ok? ¿Estás bien? Mini.
Regina parece detectar una presencia al otro lado de la puerta. Gaby asegura que la encuentra ahí, parada, como si esperara o temiera a alguien. Ya no son simples grabaciones familiares. Los comentarios piden ayuda urgente.
Alright. There's that closet again and that shadow. Is that thing living in there, you think, guys? Yeah, look at that. Clear as day hiding behind the wall towards the left and just... Yeah, I get it. I would be super nervous too if I were that kid and I was the only person seeing it. I wonder if... I mean, they must have seen it too on the camera recording now, no?
En este video, la pequeña se refugia detrás de una puerta. Aterrada, Gaby, desconcertada, revisa el closet con la cámara. Y allí, entre sombras, se distingue claramente algo oscuro que parece esconderse del lente.
Certainly, so this is the second time they actually caught it on video, I suppose.
Intentando llevar una vida normal, Gaby graba otro clip. Regina, una vez más, señala el closet, y cuando la cámara se acerca, una sombra se desplaza dentro del armario, confirmando que no se trata de simple imaginación.
He's describing what we saw, right? Oh, this is the first shadow clip apparently living there. I mean, this is pretty curious. Look at that thing, yeah? But it could be a real case. I mean, I've seen many of those shadow videos, and you probably as well, which makes me believe there could be more to this creepy story. I think this is a pretty intriguing case, and I give it 8 skulls out of 10. I think it deserves it. I think it has the creep factor. Could be real as well. What do you guys think? Let me know. And I really like this one. Shout out to Breakman for sharing it. And now let's jump to the next case. And now to a scary video that has been caught in a funeral parlor, of all things. And it is another Spanish one, so let's fire our subtitles on and see if we are getting creeped out.
Se dice que uno de los lugares con más carga energética y energía residual son las funerarias, y en este canal hemos visto varios acontecimientos en estas. Pero hace poco el usuario conocido como Mario Sánchez compartiría una de las evidencias más aterradoras que he visto en los últimos años. Mario trabaja en una funeraria en México y en esta suelen ocurrir cosas realmente aterradoras por las noches. Presta mucha atención al primer video que nos comparte.
So I assume these are zero night shifts we're gonna take a look at.
Pues aquí platicándole lo que nos está pasando aquí en la fun.
No subtitles. Ay.
Llegó un cuerpo aquí a pues embalsamar, lo están preparando. Ya lo terminaron. Se han estado escuchando cosas raras.
I think he's hearing stuff.
Se han empezado a ver pues así como sombras, como...
So he's basically saying that he's walking there and he hears weird sounds and even sees shadows out of nowhere.
No sé, algo muy raro que normalmente no pasa aquí, pues está...
Nobody else should
Está
be
solo,
there.
como podemos ver, no hay nadie.
He's alone.
No hay nadie.
Nothing's there. Black coffee, by the way, if anybody's wondering.
Y pues se han estado escuchando así como que cosillas raras. Pero pues no.
A pretty creepy atmosphere though, right? With all those caskets.
No vemos nadie más que yo, señores.
Yeah, nobody else is
Mario
here.
nos menciona que había llegado un cuerpo y que aún no lo habían preparado, y después de que llegó comenzaron a ocurrir cosas realmente extrañas, como sonidos en toda la funeraria, y él se encontraba totalmente solo.
But that makes it even worse.
Al día siguiente, compartiría otro video donde lograría registrar algo realmente escalofriante y estremecedor.
Okay.
Atentos.
Miren, como tenemos rato escuchando ruidos aquí en esta zona. Si vemos, pues está solo.
And once again, he's alone. So this seems to be happening now on the daily after this new body came in, which already makes you think, is that related?
Creemos que pues hay algo aquí, porque pues se empiezan a mover así como que medio raro. Miren.
Oh, what's going on?
Miren cómo se mueve, miren.
Is it opening? Oh my god, yeah, it's flopping.
Miren cómo se mueve.
Nobody in there. Nada. Oh, is there somebody standing?
Pero
oh, that's his colleague.
Si
Didn't he say he's alone?
estamos solos.
Mario ve con asombro cómo este ataúd comienza a vibrar desde adentro, moviéndose bruscamente. No había corrientes de aire, nadie estaba cerca, por lo que no hay explicación lógica del por qué este ataúd se moviera como si hubiese alguien dentro. Rápidamente Mario corre a inspeccionar y lo abre, y para la sorpresa de muchos, en este no había nadie.
Pretty surprised too, actually. I thought there's probably a friend in there somewhere.
Muchos espectadores que siguen este caso comenzaron a especular que quizás el cuerpo que llegó la noche anterior dejó una aura maligna o una energía residual en el lugar, y por esto comenzaron a ocurrir estos sucesos extraños en la funeraria. Esa misma noche, Mario nos compartiría también esto.
Estamos aquí en la funeraria.
So this is another night shift now, huh? And he's been left alone once again.
Otra vez, con ruidos raros. Entonces, pues, está solo. Ahora
Completely alone. Which of you guys would actually do this after what had happened before, being there by themselves, checking for... I don't know what he's doing. Is he a janitor?
sí. ¿Cuál pinche que se ve? Que nada. Estoy solo.
Yep, nothing
Estoy
there.
solo a la chingada.
Completely alone.
Estoy solo. La chingada.
Another lights go
Nuevamente,
flying.
vemos como Mario se encuentra totalmente solo por la noche en esta funeraria, y vemos como varios objetos se mueven y caen al suelo. Hasta el momento, Mario no ha actualizado más su caso, pero te comento, ¿tú te atreverías a trabajar en esta funeraria por la noche y a experimentar lo que Mario cada día vive en este lugar?
That's exactly what I said. After what had happened the 2 days before, I would be way too uneasy. Is that it? Well, this was apparently it. No shadows, no creepy visages popping out of nowhere. While pretty eerie, there seems to be some form of poltergeist activity involved in this case. We saw the coffin, possible due to wind, and then the candlesticks, the huge ones, also fell without the doing of anybody. So, guess what do you think? Is this just an elaborate hoax, or is something else going on? I give it 6 skulls out of 10. Has a certain creep factor, doesn't blow me away. Maybe you see it the same. What do you think, guys? Let me know. Off to the next one. Now, this recording apparently stems from the old Pittsburgh Hospital in Tennessee, and it was shared by Shivers. I have no idea what exactly is going on there, but I suppose it's probably a paranormal investigation. Maybe something creepy was caught. Let's take a look.
South Pittsburgh Hospital in Tennessee is often called one of the region's most haunted locations. Opened in 1959,
Who has heard of that?
it aided the community for years before its 1998 closure. Since then, it has drawn countless paranormal investigators intrigued by chilling stories of apparitions and supernatural happenings.
I mean, there's always a lot going on in hospitals, right?
From a child's
know that.
voice whispering in the dark to phantom figures moving through its decaying halls, this place is pure nightmare fuel. Recently, Holly Davenport from Fearful Encounters Paranormal Group ventured inside, and what she recorded was undeniably terrifying.
The tall man at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. Supposed to be. Yes,
As Holly carefully navigated the hallway, she slowly panned her camera right, capturing the silent, vacant corridor.
This is beautiful because nobody's there originally.
Yet, as she brought the lens back forward, the scene transformed.
Clear as day. Like, this is one of those paranormal encounters that I personally would deem realistic.
Directly
Especially in a hospital.
before her stood a looming, inky black figure. It appeared unnaturally slender, utterly still, and its presence exuded pure dread.
Yeah, one could say that. This is pretty creepy. This looks a little bit like the Slender Man, right? And who knows if that thing is bound to this hospital. There's many stories of that kind of stuff.
Unbelievably, she hadn't perceived it earlier, despite its proximity.
I figured that maybe just the camera caught this. She probably had no idea it was even there.
It offered no movement, no sound.
Yeah.
But seeing it on her screen, Holly's heart almost ceased, her face conveying everything. She had just confronted something beyond all explanation.
100%. Is anybody familiar with this case? I like this a lot, because this is one of those investigation videos where nobody caught anything. I don't even see a shadow necessarily being thrown by this shadow creature. So this makes it even more plausible that something paranormal might have happened here. I love it. I give it 8 skulls out of 10. But since we are already in the hospital, let's see what the next case is, since we're already having fun in here.
On her late-night hospital shift, a nurse was heading home when a sudden bone-chilling shriek resonated down the hall. Startled and confused, she quickly drew her phone and began recording, aiming for proof. But what the video showed filled her with sheer dread.
Probably not the same hospital.
Que vi a alguien pasar. ¡Ey! Váyanse de aquí, ahorita va a prender un incienso. Se les acabó el chistecito.
Oh, did you see that thing in the corner? Oh, and she's not alone at
Eerie
least.
shadow,
Look at that.
still, watching, poised to strike.
Alright.
Would
I mean,
you brave
this is...
that job again, knowing something so terrifying could be there?
Wow.
This is the very essence of nightmare material found in truly frightening videos.
Well spoken. Guys, this is certainly another shadow encounter. Look at that. Certainly looks humanoid. And you would think that nobody really saw it at the time because nobody reacted. Not even her colleague. I didn't know that she was working with somebody else. I think maybe that's like the cleaning staff even. Look at that again. Maybe... Look. It also could be real. And it makes me feel a little bit uneasy thinking about all the things that could linger in those hospitals. You think the same, guys? This also deserves maybe a solid 7.5 out of 10 skulls. Let's go with that, guys. Also lovely capture. Haven't seen it before. Do you think it's creepy? Let me know. Next one. Now we want to take a look at a user submission from user Jackson. He sent me this video from Mind the Junkie. Make sure you give them a visit too. They always show great stuff. Apparently, this is a terrifying case of a man who captured something really interesting. Let's dive in.
Bob Gimlin uploaded the following clip to YouTube with the title, My Paranormal Evidence, Some of the Best I've Ever Seen. He explains in the description that he was a night manager at a resort and one of his duties was to patrol the spa a couple of times at night.
Ooh, that's really cool. I like that setting. I have not seen anything creepy in a resort yet, or in a spa for that matter.
He goes on to say that the following capture is, quote, ghost phenomena. On the night of October 22nd, 2016, he patrols the spa late at night. He'd just bought a new iPhone earlier that day and was excited about using the phone's camera. As he walks around the spa, he randomly snaps pictures with his new iPhone. In total, he took 118 photos during his patrol that night.
Who does that though? Like, was there a reason for it? Did he see stuff, feel stuff perhaps? I mean, that is already a little bit weird.
But after reviewing the photos, he noticed something strange in several of them. Here's...
I mean, isn't it strange to take that many photos?
What he captured. But I don't even remember when I noticed the figures in the frames. But I know it wasn't the night I took them. It must have been in the following days. Which brings us to our first apparition. So first I look down this long, creepy hallway.
Yeah, there's something see-through.
Then I turn to go into one of the service rooms, have a look about for whatever reason. And then I get fixated on this window at the end of the hall. I take 3 photos of the window.
Oh, is this a pair of eyes? No, this
and
is
then one
just
at the floor. The baseboard, maybe. And I must have walked away. I'm looking at the window from a distance, but I'm heading back to it. And then here is the first of several in this sequence that seem to depict something else.
Yeah, look, this looks like a man with a hat. Could it be the Hat Man even? Strange, this is the first thing I thought of seeing that.
Right of the flash. And if you're not convinced, you can see it better on the live capture, and I'll replay it.
This is fantastic.
Again, I didn't even notice the figure in this sequence until I started working on this video.
This is unsettling.
This was not the subject of this video.
No head on. It was just the shadow playing jokes.
I haven't even gotten to the good part yet. And it's easy to think at first that this silhouette is just me, but it's not. Because I'm holding the phone in front of my face. And you can even make out that there's no arm between where the figure is and the flash. Just to be clear, I'm holding the phone to my face on the left. To prove that the silhouette on the right isn't me, look at this photo from earlier, from a few photos ago. See, no figure. I'm the only silhouette in the picture, with the flash in front of my face. And then about 10 pictures later, in the same spot, I'm not the only figure in frame.
This is great. So guys, I mean, this is already a great opening to this case. There certainly was something with Bob here. Now, what's your explanation for this so far? I'm buying it.
In the reflection of the window, what looks like a dark figure can be seen standing right next to Bob. Bob Gimlin is certain that these captures are paranormal.
In this frame, it does appear to have a head on again. Maybe it's just like the brightness that is applied to this.
And YouTube viewers agree, but what's your verdict? Did Bob capture real paranormal evidence as he says? Comment below.
Is that everything? Now I have found the original video from Bob Gimlin. Let's actually see what else there was that night, because I'm hooked now, or no?
It's incredible. Am I missing some? Is there some way that this is like my reflection or something that I'm completely missing? Because
I don't think so.
It kind of seems like it can't be. But it is. Then I go away. Look at some doors. And again, sorry if this is boring, but I'm literally showing you every photo I took that night in order. So, looking at doors. But then wouldn't you know it, I end up right back in front of that window. I was alone in there.
There's the silhouette again, guys. Look, yes. Look. This is him, and this is the shadow.
Strangely enough, this photo is the last photo that used the live capture. After this photo, the live capture feature ended, which according to my research, is a result of low battery. When low battery mode turns on, it only takes the normal still capture.
Wouldn't you know it? I didn't even know.
But I took 6 more pictures of that window. And well, I was all prepared to say that after the live feature ended, that it didn't pick up anything else, but as I'm looking at it, it sure looks like someone disappearing down the hall. I have the goose pimples. I will label, blow up, and scrub. So here are the 6 photos I took after the live capture feature ended. And they're blown.
Look, it's like it's moving upwards.
Blown up to 300%.
Upwards and disappearing behind Bob.
Maybe I've been looking at this for too long, but I see a figure, like, going maybe down the hall.
Yes, it's exactly what I see too.
See that?
This is terrifying.
But the fact that the live feature terminated as a result of low battery really jives with what paranormal speculators claim about alleged spirits. And then I make my way into the lounge.
but I took 16 more photos wherein the live capture is unfortunately disabled.
Now
And
let's see if something shows up in there. I mean, this is a beautiful little resort. Why is there nobody there at night? Is that like a... Because you would think a hotel resort, at least... Maybe not the little ones might not
16 photos. An obvious and apparent apparition appears in no less than 6 of them. 6 out of 16.
Oh! Look, looks like a person is sitting right here. Actually, I see it. Yeah.
That's 37% of the remaining photos. And the apparition you're about to see is no reflection. And right here is the first time it appears. See in the chair?
Yeah. Oh, yes, I see it.
Let's blow it up. I may not have even noticed this had it not been for the photos to come.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm right over the capture. This doesn't work. Look at this, guys. This thing here. Right here, there's somebody sitting. I mean...
Empty chair, empty tables, fireplace. And again, same figure, same place. And here it is, blown up to 300%.
Wow, that's creepy. You kinda can make out the face a little bit in the hair, but it has this distinct grayish skin that I hear many people talk about when they actually recall their own ghost encounters. This is why I think this could actually be real evidence of a paranormal encounter there that night.
Here's the bar and the POS station, another of the bar, but here it is again. And blown up to 300%
there. Wow, okay. You guys, that is really significant. The face also.
I know this is too much. I really do. Then the fireplace again, and then the figure again, and blown up to 300. Oh. This looks like it.
There it is again, indeed. Look, it sits right here.
Its neck is twisted, or broken. But that might just be me, you know? The desire to make the scene fit the narrative, so to speak. Though, to be honest, I know of no narrative of this place that suggests a haunting. Then the bar, and then of course, as is dictated by the nature of things, my very last photo of the night. This.
There it is again. Wow.
That's right.
Look how sinister that thing looks. I don't even know why, guys. Why does it look so creepy now? The eyes are lit up. What the hell?
There. Has eye shine. For the
eye shine!
Longest time, I thought this was the only ghost photo from the night, to be honest. It wasn't until sometime later that I noticed that the same figure is in several pictures. What? And then it wasn't until I started making this video that I noticed the figures in the window. Do ghosts have eye shine?
I think they do, not all of them, but we've seen it in the past.
Not really sure what that light in the window is. It's definitely not something outside.
This is interesting. I was thinking perhaps this could be a reflection from his light? Is that possible? Like...
There's only woods beyond the glass, but I suppose it's probably just the camera flash.
Yes.
I was alone, on paper at least. Really the only explanation I have for this, other than the paranormal, is that someone was silently in that chair, and I didn't notice. But I don't believe that for a moment. Not a single second.
This is great.
Not for a single second do I think an employee or forest person snuck in there and I didn't notice. If that was just a person, I would have noticed them. It would have scared the absolute stuff out of me.
It would have done the same to me, guys. I mean, who would not be scared after seeing that? This is incredible. I love this evidence.
I'd assume you'd be the same way, but trust me when I say that being the only person in a rather creepy facility at midnight, my senses were heightened.
So guys, please let me know what you think of this case. I think this so far is my favorite of the night. This is irritatingly creepy because we have several poses of that thing sitting in that chair. Terrifying. I love it. I give it 9.5 skulls out of 10. There's so much going on in this story. Big shout out to Mind Junkie and of course the uploader Bob Gimlin, who put something really amazing together. If you want to check the whole thing out yourself, I can recommend it. I have goosebumps and I love it. Just quickly, if you have not, please leave a subscription to the channel that we can keep growing and I can bring you more of the creepiest stuff every week. Now, without further ado, let's continue. Well, now I have licked a little bit of blood, as they say. I'm really curious now. Let's look at another one from Mind Junkie. No idea what it is about, but people say it's creepy.
A young man named Danny shared the clip you're about to see back in February this year. Danny claims to have seen some strange, unexplainable phenomena along the coastline of Lima, Peru, so he decides to record a live stream while walking around late at night, in the hopes to capture something on camera at 12:30 a.m.
Just random? Like, I mean, is this area supposed to be haunted? Maybe I overheard it.
Danny runs into a stray dog, and this is where things start to get creepy.
¿Qué hace? Ven, te vas a caer.
Cute.
Mano, este no es un perro, mano. Este es un aviso de algo, huevón. Poco, huevón, ¿ah?
What did he say? I mean, this looks like just a pet dog, no? Somebody's dog that got out?
Mano, este está bien sospechoso, huevón. Este huevón está bien sospechoso. Voy a seguir avanzando, ¿ok? No voy a correr, hermano. Espera, todavía.
There's just a stranger walking behind him.
No voy a correr, todavía no voy a correr. Todavía no voy a... Eran choros, hermano. Ya sé, pero por eso te digo.
A thief, that is a good point. That is reason to run.
¿Es el perro? El perro se convirtió en humano. ¿Qué hablan, mano? Oh, mano, a la fin, ¿saben qué?
Oh, there was a little cat, so he could have, right? Who knows where he could have gone. The audio just went out the shader.
Está muy extraño todo, mano.
A person in dark clothes can be seen following behind Danny, but
throwing a shadow though, so definitely a weirdo.
They eventually disappear from view. Danny thinks the person was a thief who could have been planning to rob him until they saw that he was live streaming.
100%. That was my first guess as well. Just a weirdo thief, you know, out for finding the victims that can't really defend themselves.
However, the next person Danny encounters is more difficult to explain.
It's on a bridge. Oh, that is weird. That is a weird effect. What the hitchy?
Escúchame. Mano, este pata está arriba, huevón. Mano, escúchame. Tiene... Mano, mira cómo...
Oh, he's transparent.
Traspasa su cuerpo. ¿Vieron?
A man in a hat is standing behind Danny, but as he moves, we see that his body appears see-through.
It's like he's from another time period too. I don't know why I feel that way, but...
Danny records, the man seems to fade away into thin air. Danny and his viewers were shocked, especially since this was recorded during a live stream, which would have made it pretty hard to fake.
It was during a live stream even. Holy Mulini. Well, that is pretty breathtaking then. We don't know about that first person. Could have certainly been a thief, but this one, wow.
Many viewers speculate that what Danny caught on camera was a kind of paranormal entity called a karasiri. In Peruvian folklore, a karasiri is similar to a vampire, and if that's really what this was, Danny had a lucky escape.
It just looks so off, this person. It's semi see-through, semi-transparent, and then just disappearing.
But the question remains, just where did this figure go?
I like it though, I like it. 8 skulls out of 10. What do we really know? Not much, I suppose. Could have of course been a setup to a skit perhaps, but the effects are fantastic if that's not real. And it's during a live stream too, so I think there could have been some really paranormal stuff going on, guys. A pretty good contender for tonight. Now this case has been shared by Jose Garcia, and even he seems to be haunted in his own home by something malevolent. We don't know where it comes from. I hope he will explain it in this video. Let's take a look what's going on in his home.
Mi gente, buenas noches. ¿Escuchan? ¿Están escuchando ruidos?
Oh yeah, oh, there's some interference and...
Estoy totalmente solo. ¿Quién está aquí?
It opens the door once again. This interference is eerie. I was wondering if he heard that himself at the time.
nadie, no hay nadie, no puede ser. No puede ser. Estoy totalmente solo, no hay absolutamente nadie aquí.
Nobody else, of course. Is there somebody lying on the sofa or was this just clothes?
Me dio mucho miedo. No sé si escucharon que tocaron la puerta ahorita. ¡Oh, la verga, güey! No mames.
Oh, come on, somebody was outside.
¿Qué? No mames, ¿sí vieron? No. ¡Mamá!
Mama was at home too. I thought he's alone.
Primeramente podemos escuchar como si alguien llamara a aquella ventana. Cuando José se acerca, ahí no hay nadie. Pero no pasaría ni un minuto cuando aquellos toquidos se intensifican de una manera extraña. Y esta vez, cuando sale a revisar, se da cuenta de la aparición de una misteriosa chica, una mujer que se encuentra en aquella ventana. Además, él dice que para que alguien pueda acceder hasta ese lugar, mínimo debe de medir 2 metros.
Oh, I see. So the window is like, let's say, at least 2 meters in the air. So there should not have been anybody able to look through that thing. I think that's the theory.
Y no hay un lugar para que se pueda parar y asomarse por aquel sitio. ¿Qué opinas de aquella grabación? ¿Qué crees que se haya manifestado en la casa de aquel sujeto?
Maybe they did bring a letter. I mean, if somebody wants to creep you out. Looks human AF, right? Maybe the neighbor's daughter. You know, maybe just a friend. Oh, red nice little top on. I mean, I get it. Right? But you could also be standing on something. 2 skulls out of 10. Who knows what was going on? Not my favorite. There's many explanations for that. Hey, maybe not even paranormal related at all, guys. What do you think? Is it worth 2 skulls even? Not even sure about that. Well, there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed tonight's videos. I found some of them were really creepy, especially my favorite today from Bob. This one really stuck with me. I have to do some more research if he has more stuff of that. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, a comment, and if you have not, please also leave a sub. This would really help the channel out. If you want to see more of this type of content, let me know as well. I see you soon in the next episode, and please, as always, guys, stay frosty, have a great night, take care.